Clippers on defense. Westbrook dishes to Durant. Here's Roberson. The basket good off the assist from Durant.
That's how to orchestrate for your teammate. Terrific pass.
The Clippers have gone 50% from the field, hitting 3 of 6 since the opening tip. Here's Navarro, defended by Durant, puts it up from 12. Serge Ibaka pulls it in.
That's a huge part of what they want to do defensively. Limit his easy chances inside.
It'll be Los Angeles off the tip. We've got a chance here to set the floor, courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go for this one. So for Oklahoma City right now, down low, it's the international combo of Ibaka and Adams. Andre Roberson out there with Russell Westbrook. And it's Durant in at the 3, the small forward. Well, at this point in his career, Clark, it's safe to call Chris Paul one of the all-time great point guards.
Yeah, without question. I mean, for a long time, it was hard to argue that Chris Paul wasn't the top point guard in the league. Even now, you can make arguments for others, but Paul is always going to be in the conversation.
And with Paul, it is all about his consistency. Other point guards will have better years or stretches than him, but he just puts up huge numbers year in and year out, literally like clockwork.
And a really good way to start the game. He's a guy who, if he gets it going early, he's going to give you problems.
Roberson dishes to Westbrook. The rejection by Paul. And another shot. And about a minute gone here in the first quarter. It's rebounded by Oklahoma City.
You know, it's amazing to me how little fanfare CP3 gets. I mean, he's not a flashy player, but you look at his effectiveness on the court, and he's a once-in-a-generation kind of talent. I mean, he's done it all his entire career.
And boy, did they need that one. Their first make in the 5 field goal attempts they've had.
And we're about a minute and a half into the first quarter. Here's Navarro. Good, and Paul gets the assist. And that's now 6 points for James.
And he's starting to get what he wants here early and often. Nice move.
Ibaka with the screen on Paul. It's Westbrook with the drive. Dishes it to Ibaka. Just 5 to shoot. And it's Griffin with the rebound.
I'm a fan of anybody who defends that way. I mean, they weren't about to open the door and just allow him to cruise in for a layup.
Excellent communication between teammates on the alley-oop there.
And that's what you need to pull that off.
And you do. You have to have both ends of that play, and they were fantastic on that one.
And Chris Paul picks up the foul. That is his first foul of the game.
And really, these are some of the toughest calls an official has to make.
Yeah, but in this case, I think he got it right. I mean, the defender was still moving there and never really had good legal guarding position. He wasn't set.
Westbrook wide open. He fires. And the jumper is good.
His first make, and, you know, maybe that will get him going.
Paul outside. Here's Navarro, defended by Durant. Oh, yes, he did. 5 up and 5 down for him so far.
His shot is looking really good here in the first.
Everything is falling. 5 of 5 to start.
And Adams kicks to Roberson. There's the pick. From beyond the arc, the shot is off. And the Clippers will go the other way with it. Navarro, the pass to Jordan. He feeds it to Paul. Some nice ball movement by the Clippers. And 2 shots coming up at the line as he gets fouled on the shot. And guys, Blake Griffin has got to be one of the more humble stars in the league. You rarely hear about off-court issues and interviews. He's engaging and comes off kind of as a regular guy.
That's the way it appears to me, Kevin. The young man has his head screwed on pretty tight and both feet on the ground. He started out as a class act, and he stayed one.
Doris Burke has some information for us. Doris?
Hey, Kev, I caught up with Coach Billy Donovan. I asked him how he was going to slow down Blake Griffin in this one, and he told me, any way we can. He went on to add that he didn't really have any one answer for Blake because he is such a dynamic player, adding, you see the dunks in the highlight reels, but he can hurt you in a lot of other ways as well. Really, we just have to throw everything we can his way. Guys?
Thank you, Doris. And so it's Oklahoma City with it. The Clippers getting the bucket. Here's Westbrook, and it's blocked by Jordan. And then Griffin with the dunk.
And they keep going down low with the ball and keep getting positive results.
Extremely positive. I mean, this is a very nice lead to have early in the ball game.
And first timer of the game called for Oklahoma City.
And you see the way Blake Griffin plays, he is a force. Very hard to contain him when he gets in close just due to his strength and activity.
For Griffin and his ability to create contact close, he's been called a bull in a china shop, something that I think Clarkie embraces.
Yeah, I think he'd rather be the bull than the china in that situation because of his strength and physicality. And I think that's the right mentality to have as a power forward.
Here's Roberson. He hasn't yet put up any points in this one, and that one's good. Westbrook.
It is so hard to contain it. He just seems to get it done however he has to do it.
Paul with the ball. The pass to Navarro. Swiped it away. Oh, and a fast break for Oklahoma City. That's good. And it's 6 points for Kevin Durant.
That's a quick bucket there. Solid in transition.
Well, you know, he loves the chance to get out and run, and we could see right there why he does.
So timeout called here, the first for Los Angeles. When you think about guards who play without fear or any hesitation, Russell Westbrook is the first of those guys to come to mind.
I tell you what, man, his relentless pursuit and attacking of the goal and his opponent is really something to watch.
And for Westbrook, he had some high praise. Allen Iverson said he's a huge fan of Westbrook and sees so much of himself in him, mostly due to how they play with heart. I'll tell you the other thing, Allen Iverson I always felt was the most intimidating small guard in the history of the league. Russell Westbrook rapidly trying to claim that honor. You know, I was thinking back to that Iverson quote on Westbrook. They play with that same fire. The styles in which they play are different, but you can see the intensity is the same between them.
Crawford. And a big bounce off the rim, but it sinks right in. Crawford's got his first points of the night.
Everything going according to the script for them offensively so far.
Clark, shots be falling. That's for sure. They're scoring with a tremendous amount of confidence.
You went straight playground old school there, partner.
Couldn't have dreamed of a much better start here than they've had today.
I think the offensive game plan they came in with was right on point. It's worked perfectly, and the lead they already have is proof in the pudding.
Back to Westbrook. How's that for an answer? Right back with the dunk.
And that's some inspiration. Steals, blocks, and a big dunk. Those are ways that you can really change the momentum in a game.
Well, they got to chip away, Clark, at that deficit, and no doubt that'll help.
And that's what he's out there for, guys. I mean, he is an electrifying player, no doubt.
Already seizing control of this game.
Total control, Greg, and as well as they're playing at both ends, I look for this lead to get even larger.
To the paint, here's Adams, and it's blocked by Jordan. They get it back.
You know, he's been off his game this quarter just a bit. Hasn't been able to get a whole lot to go so far.
Pass to Navarro. Shot on the wing. And a great assist by Paul as that one goes in. And that's 20 points for Jay. And a closer look here at the hustle stats for the Clippers.
Well, in the first half of play, they're closing out aggressively, blocking shots, a key indicator of their activity on the defensive side.
Another big aspect of their game tonight has been the fast break, transition opportunity. They're really keeping it up tempo so far.
Here's Navarro, the Thunder making the shot. Durant with the steal. And now Westbrook pushing it up. No one back to stop him. And that one's good. Westbrook's got it back down to a single-digit deficit for the Thunder.
You know what? He wasn't going to wait around for any help on that break.
Solo Soiree performance all the way. How about that for a little bit of a limit?
I'm going to let it slide. Hard to believe you could have this kind of a flow. Unbelievable.
Talk about putting up points in a hurry. He can't miss right now.
Well, you look back on the Thunder last season, and the theme was injuries. Too many injuries to the bulk of their core.
And, you know, the big three, Durant, Westbrook, and Ibaka, all missed significant time. Only Westbrook of those three was able to finish the season.
And the Thunder with some changes. Enes Kanter's checked in for Adams, and Dion Waiters subbed in for Andre Robertson. Kanter with it. He's picked up by Jordan. Here's the lob to the hoop.
Phenomenal alley-oop slam right there, guys.
They're taking advantage, Clark, of a team that looks lost out there.
Guys, this one is threatening to get really ugly.
Screen by Ibaka. Here's Westbrook. He's got 8. Outside Durant. 5 on the clock. Oh! And that one is stuffed right through.
A signature slam right there from the big fella. How many of those have we seen before?
Oh, that was a great angle we just saw, courtesy of Kia.
Now that was pretty. That was just a nice-looking reverse jam right there.
Use the rim, Clark, to protect the ball, I think, too, a little bit.
Yeah, did a nice job with it.
And guys, how about the awareness there with that finish in traffic?
Screen by Ibaka. Oklahoma City moving the ball around. A shot's good from Westbrook.
And listen, those injuries really did the Thunder in. I mean, at no time during the season did they ever really get a chance to gel and play any stretch of games with their entire roster.
Clippers with the ball, following Russell Westbrook's 3. Here's Navarro. Good work defensively by Ibaka.
And right from the start, Kevin, they've been pounding the glass. Most of those 50-50 balls also going their way.
Well, I don't think there's any question about it. They came focused and ready to play. I mean, they're doing everything they can to put things in their favor. You earn that, and they're actually earning it well right now.
Here's Navarro. Kevin Durant picking up that last basket.
You know, every franchise will have a year that is just lost to injuries. I mean, it happens. The hard part of it for the Thunder is that it happened while so many of their stars are in their prime. They're forcing the ball inside, and it's working beautifully.
It really is. 5 out of 6 of their last field goals have come from the paint.
Here's Navarro. He's got 24. Jordan with the screen on Durant. Here's Navarro. And foul called as he misses. He'll go to the line and shoot 2.
Last season, the Clippers came away with the 3rd seed out west. They were very tough in conference and managed to get 37 of their 56 wins against Western Conference teams.
And the Thunder making a switch here. Collison's out there. Now here's Westbrook. He's got 11. Outside Durant. It's hauled in by Los Angeles. Jay's got 3 rebounds now in this one. Crawford's shot is good.
And you can't help but pick their defense apart. They're completely in disarray.
Well, everything's coming too easily. I mean, at some point defensively, you have to take something away.
And Waiters kicks to Westbrook. That misses. Would have counted had it gone in. And a double-digit lead on the scoreboard as we end the first quarter of play. The Clippers on top. They're up by 11. And we'll get the second quarter underway on the other side of this break. And Kevin Durant, always in the gym, always working to improve. We asked him where that inspiration and passion originated.
It comes from me being 8 years old and me just saying I wanted to be the best player. You know, first off, at 8 years old, you want to be the best player in your neighborhood, and that's where it comes from. Just always want to be the best, and no matter where I'm playing at. And if I keep working each and every year, I've gotten better. You know, if I continue to just keep working, I've seen improvements.